Faith is supposed to represent hope, trust, many other things. Lori Daybell and Chad had cult beliefs. Let's get into my breakdown of this. So I want to take some time, break down the cult beliefs of Lori and Chad, and just try to get in their heads a little bit. These people are true narcissists. They took anything they could find, from Potterism to the Mormonism faith, and they mixed it in a mishmash mesh of what worked for their narcissism. And that's really what happened here. These people, I don't even know if they have empathy to be able to think it's okay to take out children, because I don't even see the motive here. They were, she collected about $2,000 per each child on Social Security after they passed, and that money didn't have to go to take care of them. But still, there's, just as a parent, I cannot grasp this. I wonder if maybe Lori truly believes in the faith that Chad made up. She truly believes the only way to rescue her kids' souls was to do this murderous act. But even then, this woman is guilty, whether it's by stupidity, ignorance, and faith, whatever you want to say. But this should let people realize, if you have faith in something, it should be something that makes you strive to do good, help your fellow man up, and do good things. And your faith should only tell you to do good, not to ever do something evil. And that's where I don't understand how this got to where it is. This case with Lori Daybell and Chad. I do believe Chad manipulated the situation. He realized he can have people taken out that were hurdles for him and Lori to be together, hence Charles, then Tylee, JJ. And this just shows these people, it's like Chad made up stuff as he was going with the faith that fit his narrative for him and Lori to be together alone with no children. And it's just so sick. It goes into both their narcissism and their, the fact that they're both psychotic. They have to be psychotic to be able to do what they've done. Whether they did it through Alex, which is my beliefs, I don't think Charles or Lori actually did it themselves with their own hands, but they actually just had a hitman, Alex, to handle all of it for them. Now, that's why I say in the last video, I wonder if this won't end up like the Casey Anthony trial, which I hope it does not. I hope Lori is found guilty of all charges. Same with Chad. But there is no evidence right now that links them beyond a reasonable doubt. They can easily deny that they knew Chad or Alex was a serial killer. And I'm speaking of Alex Cox, Lori's brother. For those of you who ain't followed this story a long time, I'll try to do a recap real soon. But, there's no evidence that links Lori physically to the crime as of right now. Chad's trial is coming up, and I hope both these people get the justice they need coming to them. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. I want to do a quick rundown. Here's a quick snippet of testimony from the medical examiner that looked over the kids' bodies when they were found. Listen to this. I'll do a quick recap after.
Okay. And you mentioned some swabs from apartment 175.
Yes.
Tell us what you did with those items.
There was a swab from a knife, and I tested that for blood, and it was negative. There was also a swab from a wall, and I tested that, and it was extremely weak positive, presumptively, for blood. And that was all the testing I did on those items.
Okay. Ms. Dice, I want to talk to you about some of the tools you received. Do you recall what tools you received?
Yes, there were 18 hand tools. It was a variety of shovels, a pickaxe, a pair of shears, a post hole digger, and several hand saws.
Okay. And did you do any type of testing on these tools?
I did.
Overall, what type of testing did you do with those tools?
I was looking for blood and potential human remains, so I did do blood testing on the tools, and then I also examined the surfaces for anything I thought that could be biological.
I know that's hard to hear. He's speaking of charred remains and bits of flesh being left on the pickaxe and hand tools, which is just simple household gardening tools of Chad's that they used to dismember a 16-year-old girl after they burn her. That's what this medical examiner is speaking of, and this just goes to the horrific acts that Chad and Lori commanded Alex to do. I'm pretty sure all the evidence is leading to show that. And guys, this is horrific. There is no excuse whether Lori thought she was freeing her kids. Common sense should have jumped in somewhere and told her, hey, this Chad Daybell guy is a nut. Something should have snapped in her as a mother before this came to this. But let's face it, this is coming in the same woman who killed her husband hoping to get $1 million. So maybe she was hoping on some scheme to get insurance on these kids before reporting them as passed away and deceased or missing. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the bottom, in the comments. Please support the channel, share. Let's get the message out there. We can do true crime, give you the facts, and a common spin down for you guys. Quick updates. I know that's what I like myself. Let me know what you guys want to hear about the next.